RICS members often serve as expert witnesses in legal disputes involving land, property and construction. Their expertise provides courts with objective, professional opinions that help resolve complex cases. But what is their role? What goes into an expert witness report? How are they used in court? And what is best practice for selecting an expert? I'm Paul Badham, a chartered building surveyor and RICS registered expert witness. And in today's video, we'll be letting you know the answers to those questions. RICS surveyors are highly trained professionals specialising in various aspects of property and land surveying. When acting as an expert witness, our primary responsibility is to provide, for the benefit of the court or tribunal, independent and impartial advice. We may be involved in cases such as boundary disputes, determining property lines and ownership rights, construction defects, assessing building quality and compliance, property negligence claims, identifying damages or errors in surveying. RICS surveyors must adhere to strict ethical guidelines, ensuring that their testimony remains unbiased, and we must distinguish between what is fact and what is our opinion. An expert witness report must be clear, thorough and objective. It should provide a factual analysis without speculation or advocacy for either party. These are some of the essential components that go into the report. Firstly, there's an introduction. This normally lists our qualifications and experience in relation to the dispute. There's normally an explanation of the report's purpose and scope, and this will normally include the instructions given by a legal advisor or perhaps a court order. There'll also be some background information to the dispute, such as a summary or the issue that's under investigation, with explanation of any relevant legal or technical considerations. We'll also include a methodology, so that might describe the method of site inspections, details of measurements, observations or assessments that we have made. So we will include any data sources and professional standards which we have followed in forming an opinion. The report will normally set out the findings and analysis of presenting key observations, avoiding any complex jargon, particularly with comparisons between industry benchmarks or legal requirements. The report will then summarise with conclusions and opinions, and these must be clear and reasoned, supported by the evidence which is contained in the report. The report will also need to acknowledge any limitations on those findings. The report may also contain any supporting documents, which might be maps, plans, photographs or technical references to support the conclusions. And finally, the report will always include a statement of compliance. So this will be a declaration of adherence to the RICS guidelines and legal standards. The report is then signed and dated. A well-structured report enhances the credibility of the expert and strengthens a legal argument. The expert witnesses' reports play a pivotal role in legal cases. Their impact includes things such as providing technical clarification. Legal disputes often involving land and property often require specialised knowledge that judges and juries may not possess. RICS surveyors' role is to explain the complex issues in an understandable way. Secondly, is supporting legal arguments. Solicitors and barristers use expert reports to bolster their case. A well-supported expert analysis can add significant weight to any legal claims. Thirdly, there's the pre-trial and settlement discussions. In many cases, expert reports are presented before a trial to facilitate negotiations. Ideally, they may help parties reach settlements without going to court and incurring significant costs. Expert witnesses might be required to justify or defend their findings under questioning from the opposing counsel in court. The credibility of the expert and the expert's ability to maintain composure under their scrutiny are essential. Courts often rely on expert opinions to make informed rulings, particularly in cases where technical evidence is crucial. Choosing the right RICS surveyor as an expert witness can significantly affect the outcome of a case. When choosing an expert, you should consider the following factors. Firstly, is the relevant expertise of the surveyor. You should ensure that the expert has direct experience in the area of dispute. A generalist might not have sufficient knowledge for a specialised case. Secondly, they should have good communication skills. An effective expert witness must be able to explain complex findings in a way that non-experts can understand. Clarity and confidence are essential. Thirdly is courtroom experience. The expert should have experience in giving testimony and handling cross-examination. It improves an expert's effectiveness. Prior court appearances are therefore advantageous. The expert must remain impartial, basing their opinion solely on evidence and professional standards. Any perceived bias or a conflict of interest can weaken their credibility. RICS accreditation and peer recognition add authority to an expert witness's testimonies. Courts value experts with a strong professional reputation. An expert should always be able to justify their findings logically and withstand opposing scrutiny without wavering. RICS surveyors serve as essential expert witnesses in legal disputes involving land and property. Their reports provide clarity, strengthen legal arguments, and influence court decisions. Selecting a qualified and credible expert ensures that findings are presented effectively and withstand legal challenges. Harris & Clarke would be delighted to assist in disputes for construction and property matters. We have extensive experience as experts and acting as single joint expert. We can be contacted on 02381 550 051 or at harrisandclarke.co.uk. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe or check out our other videos on all things surveying.